name is Matt Collis. I graduated from the University of Reading in 2011 in zoology. I did my postgraduate at the University of Reading in 2012 in species identification and survey skills.
My name is Rosie Bembo. I did zoology BSc and I graduated in 2011. I then did a master's here at Reading in species identification and survey skills, and I graduated last year in December of 2013.
Our job is very variable in the sense that we have two major seasons. So we have a summer season, which is heavily involved in outdoor surveying work.
Some weeks can see me kind of doing a badger survey one day and then doing dormouse nest tube. And we often stay away for a week if it's a big scale thing like a pipeline or something.
And then we have a winter season, which is more kind of the time when we're doing a lot of admin and we're doing something called tendering, which is basically trying to win work from different clients.
We're often keeping up with all the reports that we have to write from various field surveys that we've already been on, and you know we have client meetings, so it's a really varied job, but I think that's part of the enjoyment of it really.
So there are good sides and bad sides to kind of our job. Yes, it's great to be outside. It's lovely to be able to walk out when it's nice and sunny and be out looking at at what you really enjoy, wildlife and stuff like that. It's not so good when it's raining and stuff like that, and you still have to be outside and doing it. But the other thing you've got to be aware of is that sometimes what you're doing is you're not looking for the animal itself. You're looking for signs of it. You're being a bit of a detective rather than actually trying to trap or find the animal. And so most of the time we won't see the animals themselves. We're just looking for signs or even potential that they could be there rather than actually them being there. So if you're looking to kind of have hands-on experience with certain animal species, you might not find that in consultancy. This is more of a kind of a presence-absence exercise where we're trying to establish what is there and what isn't there. So if you're looking at a career in ecological consultancy, what you really need to be focusing on now is getting out there and getting the survey experience. A lot of what we do is practical surveying, and for you to be able to do that, you need to be able to identify species. You need to know the methods of how we survey for these animals.
When you're in a field or you're with a client, there's often something that you've never experienced before and you have to make the decision yourself. So the more experience and knowledge that you have, the better informed decision that you can make. And
a lot of the species that we do survey for are protected species, which requires a license sometimes to do these surveys. So now's a really good time if you're trying to build up skills before you ask an employer to kind of get those survey skills in your back pocket really, and maybe start working towards those licenses.
I think the main thing is to always be like volunteering, because you meet new people as well. Maybe they'll inspire you with something that you never thought about before, and that is always a good thing in any aspect of life, I think.